Hello, Mr. Recorder.
Boaty cam.
Boaty cam.
Boaty cam is go.
Boaty cam. Boaty cam.
So now we're going to go and pick up the other car. And I am not going to interrupt Boaty as he does his appraisal of his new car. Am I? I'm just going to sit quiet.
More chance of you flying the moon backwards than you being quiet and not buggering up my video when you have the opportunity. Hello, darlings. And you join me in not you, darlings, him, the hairy idiot sitting to my left-hand side with rather large feet. Oh, has it got automatic lights?
Yes.
Okay. Right, didn't know that. Oh, and it's got automatic locking. Let me recline a little.
You should do all this before setting off.
Yes,
Read your highway code.
I should. I'm a very naughty man. Driving position, where's the brakes? There they are.
It does work. It's got the correct date.
That's a bonus.
Yes. It's a bonus indeed.
Will you stop doing an annoyingly accurate impersonation of me, please?
Sorry. What? It had to be tall enough so that customers didn't need to take their hats off.
It had to be, a gentleman had to be able to enter and sit in the rear of the cab without taking his top hat off.
What kind of gentleman wears a hat inside?
Good point.
Right. Didn't think of that, did they?
Good point. So I'll show you all of this, darling, which is nice. I've got a leather-bound steering wheel. I've got 4 electric windows, which may or may not work. Let's see. They woodle themselves in and out with the locking and unlocking of the car. Yeah, I see what you mean. You've got initial takeoff and then it just kind of...
In those trees if you're not careful.
Yeah. So, right, I can do this.
But you can overlap it.
Whatever, I don't know what the technique... What's B-roll? I always hear people go on about B-roll and I don't know what it is.
Well, you use the term enough.
Yeah, but I use it without knowing what it means.
Well, you admit it now, thank you.
Thank you.
Some picture within picture stuff.
Okay.
That's your answer.
Is that what B-roll is?
No.
Oh.
Isn't B-roll the stuff that's left over?
Oh, you don't know either then?
No, I'm having a better guess than what you are.
Steady-o, darlings. Gaze in awe upon its 6 CD slot magnificence. The auto wipers, darling. So auto lights, auto wipers. I haven't got cruise control or speed limiter.
Auto wipers come in handy when you can't decide whether it's raining or not.
Yeah.
So we've got the kind of cup holders that you can only use whilst you're driving because the handbrake gets in the way otherwise. This feels like the new Mustard and Boaty, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You know, like in a Peugeot instead. Like we've just changed ships somehow, and all the cars we drive from here on will be French.
I'd love that. And we could actually go to France. Proper road trip.
What for?
I don't know.
Some cheese?
Shits and giggles.
Cheese.
I don't do cheese.
Yeah, no, you don't. You're missing out on something really good. At least what we can say is that whilst having a horrendous car crash with Boaty's special driving, we're in a nice, safe car, aren't we?
I don't know, is it safe?
Yeah. Well, we'll find out in a minute, probably, won't we? Listening to.
This is worth listening
Yeah,
to.
yeah, I agree. Go on.
This is gold.
And what are they?
Okay, so number 1. Now this won't be for everybody. Yeah.
It's probably thinking the same thing.
Right. So number 1 is this applies to me. Number 1 is my Bluetooth speaker thing, my Jabra Cruiser.
Oh right.
My Bluetooth hands-free telephone music streaming thing with the FM transmitter.
Okay.
So that's number 1. Number 2. Guess what number 2 is?
Radio 4.
No.
That's the only thing I can think of that I want to put on.
Radio 2. Number 2 is Radio 2.
All right, fair news.
Do you want to guess at number 3?
Radio 3.
Correct. And number 4 is, of course, Radio 4.
Yeah.
Yes. That leaves us with 5 and 6.
Right.
And I came up with the correct numbers 5 and 6 on the way to Llandudno for my birthday a couple of weeks ago. 5 and 6 are
Tractor. See, it's fair game. You bid someone in the balls. We all experience it.
We
But
do.
what isn't right is you bid them in the balls, but you change your shoes first into something with
pointy toes.
pointy bits on the end.
Yes.
Little bells.
The old
so you make a nice
winkle
jangly sound whilst they're hopping around in agony with empty pockets.
Oh, I should have said the doings.
Oh, you should have done.
Never mind, I'll do it now.
It's not good now, is it? It's
1, 2, 3, tractor!
That reminds me of Duel, the way it came around there with those little lights on. Looked a little scary.
Did look a bit dual-like.
Duel there. Are we there yet?
Nearly there.
What? It's the upmarket Citroen. It's the upmarket peasant mobile.
Yeah, Peugeot is the posh one.
It looks stay there. That just looks really, really challenging.
It is really, really challenging.
It makes you look like you're a really small man because your head's so far off from the panoramic roof. Look at that. You could fit 2 top hats on there. What, seriously? Right, so you've got your seat as low as possible and as far back as you can possibly get, and your steering wheel as far out as possible.
Yeah,
this
as
is
low down as possible.
I tell you what, this is definitely not the way a lady would drive. Surprised it's got that kind of position available. It does look quite odd.
Does it?
Yeah, you kind of look a bit like a child driving.
Now that you need it, that's the top of the list.
I would certainly say you don't need that. I've driven a car with a heated steering wheel.
Have you?
Yeah, it was a Vauxhall Corsa.
A Vauxhall Corsa?
Vauxhall Corsa. It was a new one a few years back. And it was like, oh, that's nice. Oh, that's completely pointless, isn't it? Why do you need to heat your steering wheel?
When it's on a really cold morning.
Yeah, but you soon get warmed up. Watch out for that. With a tractor coming underneath, that's worth a couple of points, isn't it?
Tractor! Not just any old bridge.
No, the bridge. That bridge.
Greetings, honourable bridge. In the history of the world, and I've still got no idea what it's going to be. They've been building that for about 5 years.
That's huge, isn't it? Wow, that's some rather interesting luxury home.
I don't know what it is.
Well, that's what it looks like. There's no need to go to that extent of design for a clinic, is there?
Well, you wouldn't put a clinic there in the middle of nowhere, would you?
No, but would you like to live there?
I'd love to live there.
Right, then
I think it's an
somebody
awesome-
more fortunate than you is going to be living there.
Yeah.
But somebody young enough to not be in a rush as well. Either that, or they've always got somewhere rather lovely to live, and they're not really too bothered or in a rush because it's not going to be as good as where they have. The downsizing.
Bloody hell, where's it coming from?
Okay, you like it, which is good. That's excellent because it is your car.
Yes.
I wasn't that keen, but that's not relevant,
No.
and I don't even need to tell you about it. But you're going to find out anyway, obviously.
Yeah.
But I do think that it is the kind of, it drives like a car that isn't meant to be enjoyed.
I know what you mean.
It's perfectly okay, but I didn't find it made me smile or anything.
Well, no, but it's about practicality, isn't it? It's like a mini MPV.
Yeah, and you're never going to be smiling once you're making use of that, are you?
You can fit 7 people into it.
Yeah, you'd have definitely the opposite of the smile.
Yeah, I mean, let's face it. If you're a man with a wife and 5 children, then you're not going to have much to smile about, are you?
No, in actual fact, that's why you choose something like this. You think, well, I've got a car you lot around. I'm going to have a car that nobody likes.
But imagine if you were going on a camping holiday. You could fit a massive great tent in the back there, all of your camp tenting gear.
Yep. And leave a couple of people at home.
Do you know what I might fit in the back?
Me?
A lavatory.
A lavatory.
Yeah. I might fit a lavatory to the rear of the vehicle.
Have you got plumbing experience then?
You don't need plumbing, do you? You get one of those self-contained ones,
Oh yeah.
like we had in
A chemical bog.
like we had in George Rajapati,
Yeah, which you said you would never use.
and I never did.
Yeah, so that's what you'll do. Oh, I know. I'm going to get something that can go in the back of here, will spill around, stink, and never use. Fill up the boot with something that other people will shit in because they don't realise it's not there for shitting in.
Oh yeah, but I'm going to be doing different things this year, aren't I? I'm doing tenting and stuff. This would be the perfect car for doing tenting and stuff. Oh, got a little light up there. I like that. Oh, I like that very much. How do I? Oh, okay.
They sound like they're moaning to me.
We'll have a tank of fuel in it, so...
Yeah, it's you that's excited about it. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, but you're excited for me, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I am actually.
I mean, it's like when you watch your kids unwrap their Christmas presents.
It is a bit like that actually, yeah.
Oh, what was that? Did you hear the sound as if a door was closing?
Yeah, it's my briefcase.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very miserable. I'm looking forward to going home now.
It shouldn't be like this.
Got local knowledge in this town. He's got a 1.6 HDI engine in his car, and he's thrashing it to buggery in his pants.
And you know that they basically don't give a shit about you.
Yeah, I know. He has. Oh, why does it keep doing that? Oh, yes. It looks a lot nicer than this one as well.
No, it doesn't.
It does. It's much shinier, nicer colour, nicer wheels. The man looks much more gentlemanly than what you are.
All right.
Shall I carry on?
No, have a look at the restaurant.
Yeah. Oh, she was very happy, wasn't she? She was very appreciative of you stopping for her. It's like oh, most people don't bother.
Are the builders building?
Yep.
Oh yeah, they are.
Pajamas.